Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, and this is my class. Today we are going to learn the letter L. Alright, let's go. Now first of all, this is what the letter L looks like. This is a capital letter L and this is a small l. Okay, can you say L? Good. Now this letter L has two lines. It's very easy. Okay. The first line goes like this, and then the second line goes like this, and then you have one small circle at the end. Okay, so just like this. Now when we write the small letter L, we start from here, from the top, and then we come down like this, and then we do one small circle like this. Okay, can you write it with me? One more time, this is how you write the letter L. Good. Now that we know the letter L, let's sing a song. Alright. So this is the letter L. L. It makes the long sound L. L. Can you say L? L. Very good. This is the letter L. L. It makes the long sound L. L. Lion, lamp, leaf, log, ladybug, leg, all begin with LL. All begin with LL. L is for lion. A lion has a big mane. It roars, it's very wild. Look, look, look. Can you say lion? Good. L is for lamp. A lamp gives us light. We use it in the night. Look, look, look. Can you say lamp? Good. L is for leaf. A leaf falls from a tree. It's green, but in fall it will be. Look, look, look. Can you say leaf? Good. L is for log. A log is a piece of wood. We can make a fire with it in the neighborhood. Look, look, look. Can you say log? Good. L is for ladybug. A ladybug has wings. It flies up and down and sings. Look, look, look. Can you say ladybug? Good. L is for leg. We use our legs to run, jump and play. They help us all through the day. Look, look, look. Can you say lead? Good. Alright, now we have learned so many new words beginning with L. Let's take a break and learn a few actions for these words. Alright, so for lion, what does lion do? Lion roars. Roar, roar. Very good. A lion has 4 legs. So, we will put our hands like this and this is how a lion walks. Walk, walk, walk. Good. Now a lion also likes to sleep in the sun. So, we will just lie down like this. And this is how a lion takes a sunbath. Right. Now for lamp, we use a lamp to read in the night. So, we will pretend to read a book like this. And we need a bulb to give us light. So, we will pretend to change the bulb like this. Good. For leaf, we will pretend to climb up a tree. Up, up, up. And then we will pretend to pick a leaf like this. This is a leaf. And then we will pretend to fall down from the tree. Down, down, down. Good. For log, we will pretend to cut the log. So, we will pretend to hold a log like this and then we will pretend to cut it. Chop, chop, chop. Very good. Now for ladybug, we will pretend to fly like a plane. Woo, woo. And then we will pretend to have 6 legs. This is how ladybug crawls. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Good. Now for leg, we use our legs to kick a ball. So this is how we kick the ball. Kick, kick, kick. And we also use our legs to jump. So, this is how we jump. Jump, jump, jump. Good. Alright, now we have learned so many new things about the letter L. Let's play a game. Alright, so I have some flashcards and I am going to show you the flashcards and you tell me which word begins with L. Alright, so this is a dog. Dog begins with D. This is a ball. Ball begins with B. This is an apple. Apple begins with A. This is an orange. Orange begins with O. This is an elephant. Elephant begins with A. This is a hat. Hat begins with H. This is a book. Book begins with B. This is a car. Car begins with C. Now let's see if you remember all the words. This is a ladybird. Ladybird begins with L. Good. This is a leaf. Leaf begins with L. Good. This is a lamb. Lamb begins with L. Very good. This is a leg. Leg begins with L. Excellent. This is a log. Log begins with L. Fantastic. This is a lion. Lion begins with L. Super. This is a lamp. Lamp begins with LWOW. You have got all the answers right. You are such a genius. Alright, now let's draw a picture for the letter L. Alright, so this is the letter L. I'm going to color it in. Now I'm going to draw something that begins with L. Alright, so I will draw a leaf. There will be one leaf here. Then I will draw another leaf. And then I will draw a ladybug. Then I will draw a lion. Then I will draw a log. And last I will draw a lamp. Good. You have drawn a beautiful picture. Alright. Now we have learned so many new things about the letter L. Let's have a look at what we have learned. First of all, this is what the letter L looks like. This is a capital letter L and this is a small l. We also learned to write the letter L. Now this is how you write the letter L. Also we learned a song for the letter L. So this is the letter L. L. It makes the long sound L. All lion, lamp, leaf, log, ladybug, leg, all begin with L. All begin with L. Then we also learned a few actions. So for lion, we roared like a lion. Roar, roar. We also slept like a lion. For lamp, we pretended to read a book. For leaf, we climbed up a tree. For log, we pretended to cut the log. For ladybird, we pretended to fly. And for leg, we jumped and kicked the ball. Right. Then we also learned a few words beginning with L. So these were the words, lion, lamp, leaf, log, ladybug and leg. And at last we colored the letter L and we drew a beautiful picture. Alright, now it's home time. Let's have a look at what we have learned. So, this is what the letter L looks like. This is a capital letter L and this is a small l. Now try to write the letter L. Now try to say the alphabet. L. Good. Now try to say the actions. Roar, roar. Go, go. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. Chop, chop, chop. Woo, woo. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Kick, kick, kick. Jump, jump, jump. Good. Now try to say these words. Lion, lamp, leaf, log, ladybug and leg. Good. Alright, now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, class. Goodbye. Remember, if you practice at home, you will get a gold star. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.